Oke, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Kembali lagi bersama gue Andri, Pribadi. Sekarang kita melanjutkan lagi Reverse 1999. Ini mungkin akan jadi episode terakhir kawan-kawan, karena setelah ini gak ada chapter lagi, setahu gue. Kecuali mungkin nanti ke depannya akan ada event-event dan segala macam, gue gak tahu ya kan. Jadi ya kita akan melanjutkan aja kawan-kawan. Ini sebenarnya gue lagi kurang enak badan gitu loh. Jadi mohon maaf kalau misalkan gue mungkin nanti di tengah-tengah video gue akan pause dulu sebentar gitu loh. Dan mungkin kalian gak denger kenapa gue selalu kok gak enak badan, ngantuk lah segala macam. Karena gini kawan-kawan, gue ngerekam malam gitu kan. Selalu gue ngerekam malam, kenapa? Karena malam adalah waktu yang paling sunyi itu. Satu itu. Kedua, gue kenapa sakit-sakitan terus karena gue kurang sinar matahari kayaknya kan kawan. Semenjak ngejalanin YouTube itu gue jarang keluar. Jadi kayak kurang sinar matahari, kurang vitamin D, jadi cepet sakit gitu loh. Beda sama dulu gue waktu masih zaman sekolah, sakit cuma nggak sering gitu loh. Ini hampir sering banget gue sakit gitu loh. Oke, lanjut aja deh daripada gue terlalu banyak omong. A Sweet Apple Part 11.
Richard tends to oppose. Gloria tends to support. Black Agate tends to oppose. Uzo, neutral.
The situation doesn't look good.
Delegate. Siapa delegate?
News, Mark?
Someone is spreading the minutes of your last meeting. I didn't get any direct evidence, but apparently every voter has read the anonymous minutes. The topic about Vertin. It has become a great disadvantage to us.
Double involvement. A 4-4-point double low approach. No wonder that the draft goes through so easily. To reject the draft during the committee meeting does not actually address the real problem. The House of Integrates can still resubmit the draft during the next legislative session. So she is planning for the long term. To bring it down in the voting stage and make it a plan that is totally abandoned.
I'm afraid so. A draft that has failed to win votes can hardly win the trust of the House's reviewers again. And of course, it won't be submitted to the committee.
She's got the names on the whiteboard again.
Did anyone make any actual move yet?
Not yet. The minutes only change their preferences, but the number of those who have taken a stand still remains the same.
Just as I expect.
Ini jadi perang saudara, tau gak lo? Foundation ini apa ya gitu loh.
This draft is not about Vertin, but promise to the future. About how to balance the benefits between different interest groups. Nih
si Konstantin bukan apa namanya, bukan kayak pengen membuat dunia menjadi damai, tapi kayak seakan-akan lu kalau misalkan emang pengen hidup gitu loh, lu harus gabung sama foundation ini gitu kan. Mungkin kemarin gue udah ngomongin, tapi ya ini ngebuat jadi kayak perang dingin. Drufis juga mikir kan, ditekan kayak gitu loh.
To reach that, we need to meet the expectations of those groups who have a need for flexible management. And also appease conservatives and not shake their confidence in controlling the overall situation.
Actually,
the delegate adjusts his tie and interrupt Madame Z in a clear voice.
We do have an opportunity to change the game now.
Opportunity.
He puts in 0411 on the cepet banget, committee member Pedro address appears on the screen.
I hereby challenge Delegate Mark Hall to a public debate on the revised draft of storm reformation, manpower, and discipline. This draft of his will bring unpredictable risks to the Foundation, yet Mark himself seems completely unaware of it. I believe it is necessary to make such risks public in a legal way.
The delegate switches off the projection as he turns Madame Z. His cheeks have become rosy, heightened spirits.
See, I knew they were going to escalate Vertin's issue.
You want to accept this challenge?
All the internal media are reporting the news. If I step back, they will definitely humiliate me and take advantage of the public opinion to undermine the draft.
Mark, that's a menacing move.
Madam Z picks up Pedra's name and cards stick it into the boat.
It is coming for us. No matter fight or flight, they have comprehensive preparation for this. I would suggest taking the long view and not jumping to conclusions.
But defense without attack will never bring us victory, Madam Z. I've always wanted an opportunity to defend the draft in public. Concerning the questions they implied about Vertin, I've collected more than enough cases to refute them. Misleading questions twist people's opinions. It's time to tell them the truth.
The gaze behind Madam Z's glass has become subtly piercing.
You have accepted it. Was it in front of the media?
I was there when Pedra challenged me. So were the media. Well, I don't think it's going to be a complete mistake.
The lady in the white seems to loosen up for a brief second. She doesn't say a word, but walks up to him and gives him a pat on the shoulder.
It is a crucial debate. Do your best.
Okay.
You don't have to come along with me. I'm here to repel the pests in the woods. It's part of my daily routine.
Thank you for your kindness, Miss Drubis. It is fun to stay in Miss Vertin's suitcase, but I really feel like seeing the world out there. By the way, the pests you mentioned, what are they? I've heard of a kind of giant worm called the tatzelworm. They live in caves, about 2 to 5 feet long, and their heads are like cats. Be very careful if you see one. Both its skin and breath are toxic.
The fish bend over, inflating hanging breath to make way to Sotheby to walk through.
I have never heard of such a terrible worm. Hopefully we will not encounter any.
Sotheby jumped briskly over some roots crawling by her feet. Nih kalau lagi ngomongin masalah hama, karena si Druvis kayak ngusir-ngusir hama gitu.
So, what are we disinfesting this time?
Oak processionary moths. Perhaps a few gray squirrel cubs. It's not enough to only rely on potions and arcana to keep the woods in peace. Oak trees reside here, and everything will change with it. Animals that live in symbiosis, fungi that depend on each other. All of them will embrace diversity by the day.
Sotheby suddenly looked up and pointed to the direction to the edge of the woods.
Do you mean that? A group of grey fluffers flying over there.
Druvis looks in direction her finger pointed to. Quarters of fluff grey ground coming together and forming flossy tornado in front of them, fly and dance in the air.
A swarm of oak processionary moths. They are preying on something.
A fuzzy figure in red at center seems familiar.
Miss Drubis, let's help out right away.
Si Regulus kah? Edge of the woods, the foundation. Oke. Mungkin gua pengen naikin si ini nih.
Just as what's been practiced countless times.
Oke, yuk.
May the peace be with us.
The red figure surrounded by them. We need to figure out here.
I believe in you.
Take it easy. Pansy.
So long lives this, and this gives power to thee.
Oke.
Handle it gently.
A sword sharp.
Plan A. A little bit hot here.
Leña sereno intenso ad infinito.
3, 2, 1, down.
Gak mati siapa ya?
I believe in you.
Pansy. Plan A.
I know the moon, and this is an alien city.
Good. Mati dong please.
2, 1, down.
Yash, oh nggak mati sial.
Take it easy. Pansy.
Yuk, 4.
Try for free. Try for free.
Apel. Oh.
The show's on, hounds.
Bentar. Gue buff dulu.
A sword sharp.
The show's on, hounds.
Depict the world I have never seen before. So long lives this, and this gives power to thee.
Time waits for no one, even for a great.
Each moment, now night.
Oh.
Plan failed.
Oke.
Handle it gently.
A sword sharp. I believe in you.
A little bit hot here.
Mati ternyata.
Just like the prophecies of the woods, the scales have all.
This apple is deeply grateful for what you've done. I almost thought I was caught in a nightmare. This apple has never seen so many moths.
He is traveling from his top to the bottom.
Ugh. This apple is going to have PTSD from insects.
PTSD.
They are very sensitive to the scent of sap. With all due respect, even among all the plants, Mr. Apple is quite attractive to insects.
So it was the scent that attracted them. No wonder Mr. Apple's invisibility didn't work. Thank goodness we're here.
Vivis carefully cleaned off the fluff on the apple with her handkerchief until they restored his handsomeness. What?
Mr. Apple, did you find out anything?
Yes, Miss Druvis. I brought something insignificant. As we planned earlier, I disguised myself and reached the office building next to us. There is a device to detect arcane power at the entrance. However, this apple pried out what we needed from the guards.
What is it? Did Miss Vertin win on that voting list?
Sadly, not yet.
I'm sorry.
It's not time for a formal vote. Everyone is cautious and remains neutral.
Nih, masalah apa sih? Gue kok bingung jadi voting?
Apart from that,
Apa ada yang kelewat sama gue ceritanya?
in the Foundation, they are not very favorable to Vertin.
Rumors. It sounds as though the situation that Madame Z handles is more complicated and volatile than I thought. However, The votes have not been lopsided under such bad circumstances. Perhaps that means the arcanists who share our aspirations are not in the minority.
That said, I'm afraid we are starting a protracted war, Miss Druvis.
Yes, I know. I've taken inventory of the supplies. We can still hang in there for 4 weeks and a half. Although they have cut off the water and electricity supplies in the building, we can still live on the resources in the suitcase for a while. There are fewer guards destroying the woods, probably because the abattis works.
What worries this apple is that if the procedure to finalize the draft takes more than 4 weeks and a half, we would
then survive by gradually shrinking our territory until Madame Z's draft is officially approved. We have chosen the thorny trail, and so we are destined to burn our boats and never look back. Vertin. She is worth fighting for.
Karena gue tahu kemarin itu kan si Vertin itu emang dituduh hampir bisa dibilang dia itu pengkhianat karena gabung sama Magnus Vendicte-nya itu kan. Terus jadi gue lagi bingung voting apa gitu loh ini. Voting Arkanis ini harus diusir gitu loh.
For this point, Captain and this apple have absolutely no disagreement. Then this apple will keep scouting around for updates so that we could respond in time.
So Tabby's eyes are fixed in another direction.
What are you looking at, Miss Sotheby?
Over there. It feels like someone is staring at us.
They have both looked over to that corner. There is nothing but shadow. The darkness reflects upon of unimaginable depth. Please stand up.
Let's go back.
Ada mata-mata
To
ya.
the deep woods.
To be continued. Hahaha. Okay. Find out. Sunday Angelina free operation passed by the it's okay, same Sunday. Apa ini? Maybe of medical department stock of. Ini kayak pencatatan nameless angler. Kali bisa pause kalau misalnya pengen baca semuanya. Oh, ini bener-bener pertarungan politik siapa ya, bener-bener kacau. Gue cek rekaman gue dulu sebentar, nanti gue balik lagi. Oke. Gue balik lagi. A letter atau surat, sebuah surat. Committee member Pedro was out of the changing room. He sees the glad Mark sitting in front of a mirror and shaping his sideburn into sharp summits with pomade. A tie ablaze with bright color is around his neck.
Isn't that scarf a bit too high profile?
Mark stops his beauty procedures and look at the Pedro in the mirror.
I think it fits me just well.
Ini si Mark ini mirip kayak si ini ya, mirip kayak si siapa? Yang pakai kacamata juga, gue lupa namanya. Forget Me Not kah? Forget Me Not, iya betul namanya.
Huh, you chose a gray shirt. Wise decision.
Looks like you're fully prepared.
Mark doesn't answer the question. Instead, he pulls out a volume of files and starts to draw and write on them.
Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce the first debater of the day, Pedro Gonzalez Vertin. Graduated from the law school at the University of Sao Paulo, he is a member of the committee and, more importantly, the challenger of the debate.
Pedro left the curtain and stepped onto the stage.
The other debater of the day is the delegate of the House of Integrales, Mark Hall. Over the past 10 years, he has served the Foundation by drafting countless acts and conventions. The topic of the debate today, storm reformation. Manpower and discipline is exactly a worker.
Not one seat has been left empty on the debate stage. Tapi ini kosong semua, gimana sih? Madam Z's eyes followed the mouth as he walked into the light on the stage with a big smile. The people on the stage are greeting each other. Madam Z take off her glasses and wiped them again. The chamber filled with noises. The comforter between the two sides in the cepet banget.
All right, both sides are seated. Before we start the debate officially, I suggest we give Mark, the draft writer, an opportunity to introduce the draft. Would you please, Mark?
With pleasure. Storm Reformation and its advocates believe in such a goal. In this ever-changing environment smitten by the storm, this draft will help the Foundation win the trust of a considerable number of arcanists who have different backgrounds and abilities in a more efficient and stable way.
That is exactly where I must raise an objection. The draft has a huge risk which Mark Hall has not realized at all.
Ini yang main catur tau nggak siapa? Gua rasa si Konstantin.
I totally understand what you're trying to say. You have put forward several questionable arguments to prove Vertin's suspicion of disloyalty.
Oke.
In response to that,
Gua tahu.
please allow me to invoke the following cases to prove Vertin's competence for leading the unregistered arcanists.
Yap. Ini masalah si Vertin loyal atau enggak?
373 of Vertin's personnel file. As you can see, since Vertin became the timekeeper, the number of unregistered arcanists she has rescued so far is 63. That is a number unmatched by that of anyone present. If that's not enough to prove her loyalty, let's continue.
I have to say, Mark, you have completely misunderstood my point of view. I don't care what Vertin has done, but the feasibility of the draft. According to the existing regulations, the duties of educating and disciplining unregistered arcanists are taken by the School of Discipline. While you suggested in the draft that Timekeeper's personal teaching will replace the current collective training. Have you ever thought about the budget that we could possibly spend on it?
Gue pengen masih ngomong si komite
The
memang.
Foundation spends an alarming sum of money on education every year, and there is no way we pay extra for personal training.
Oh, what budget? I don't see why we're talking about budget all of a sudden. Did you really read the draft? I didn't mention a word about budget.
Of course you didn't, which exactly proves you have never realized the risk I just mentioned.
Oh, it seems the real topic of the debate has just surfaced. I believe everyone in the hall is looking forward to where it goes. So, Mark, in terms of this point, we would like to know your real thoughts.
She's get up walking toward the entrance. This is already a composition which the white would like to see.
The Blackstone is left there alone. The last move is also a defense in panic. If I were the player...
He just into the air, lost in her thoughts. She doesn't feel gas cast upon her from another direction. Constantine is watching Madame Z from her corner. As Madame Z walked to the entrance, somebody stopped her. A white item is handed to her, and then she disappeared as soon as she stepped out of the hall. Constantine averted her eyes and looked back at the two debaters on the stage. As soon as she has left the hall, Madame Z took out the white note.
What is it?
Senato asked me to give it to you personally.
It looks like a simple, unusual letter.
Dear Madam Z, With this letter, I send you my best regards. I have been instructed to manage affairs on behalf of Timekeeper during her treatment. Please let me know if there are any missions to alleviate the situation. I will do my best to meet your expectations. Sincerely, Zanetto.
Good news.
Oke, gue pikir akan panjang dan kita akan ngedengerin debatnya. Ternyata enggak. Oke. Stay put. Oke, ini aja dulu deh.
Nothing unexpected. For now.
Handle it gently.
Salah.
I believe in you.
Take it easy.
Plan A.
So long lives this, and this gives power to thee.
Kebanyakan ya bintang 6 tuh bagus di DPS kawan-kawan. Ada sih yang support kayak Andri kan dia support. Cuma kebanyakan tuh DPS. Yang gua dapet ya gua nggak tahu. Mungkin nanti kedepannya ada karakter yang lain.
Handle it gently.
Plan B.
My sword sharp.
A little bit hot here.
Unconventional choice.
Leña sereno intenso ad infinito.
Oke, buff lagi.
Plan A.
Take it easy.
So long lives this, and this gives power to thee.
A mice pod.
Hey. Handle it gently. Take it easy.
My sword sharp.
Let's go.
A little bit hot here.
Duh, mati lagi. Gue kira masih ada lagi itunya itu.
Pride goes before the fall. I've been there.
You better watch it. Complete. Welcome to panel. Welcome to the Dream Arcanist. To enter the examination dream, investigate stamina, altered performance. Touch tip to okay. To enter examination dream, investigate practice. Press tip your okay. Ini kayak mesin. How to use joint training dream, tactical cooperation. Oke. Oke, gua cek rekaman lagi kawan-kawan, seperti biasa. Oke, gua balik lagi. Flashing red. Atau bisa jadi kelipan merah, gua nggak ngerti.
Oh, you're also here?
Soneto hears her. She stop the up to practice.
Yes. I am taking combat drills with the artificial somnambulism training system.
Lilia casts a sideway look at this screen in the front of Senator. They show her overall timeline of practice. Aduh, ini gua mau sendawa tapi nggak bisa.
Hours. I'm not the only one goofing around.
No, I'm not. I am not goofing around. I am waiting for orders.
Her face flushed scarlet. Lilia intimate the machine in front of her, unaware of her awkwardness.
Well, much luckier than me. I have so many things to believe. Beat Baklushe. Have you heard it? Literally me. I should have turned down the offer when they promoted me to the Foundation headquarters. They don't have any field missions for a flying witch.
Is it because of the provisions of talent protection?
Only God knows. House arrest may be a better name.
She threw a casual glance at the screen.
Look, since we're both bored to death, do you want to have a try at some difficult things?
What is it?
This.
She put her lips hitting the edge about something which she thinks will be obvious to both of them.
Have you tried the artificial somnambulism joint training? Put on the helmet together and switch to multiplayer mode. 2 operators can take on a harder training mode. More insane enemies. Like playing in the arcade.
So Neto started blank at Lilia as she operated the machines.
Okay. Shall I turn this red knob?
She is a bit worried, not sure what to do. She has imitated what Lilia just did. And she murmurs.
What is an arcade?
The float starts to vibrate as the machine goes into the function. The multiplayer bot has been ignited.
What did you say? I can't hear you with my helmet on.
God dang it.
Ooh, nice controller. Хорошо. I'm entering the zone now. It's been a long time. Why not have some fun?
She's quickly tapped on some button, and that warning indication of Soneta's equipment suddenly flashed a red light. Yep.
The light is flashing. What did you press? I switched to the hardest mode. You better get it together. Wait.
But there's no time to wait. 2 words is big red in front of in the screen. One of them is drill start. Latihan dimulai. The helmet has cut off the vital fluid and diverted them to pre-program battlefield to operator vision about to change. Ini gua rasa bakal ada sambungannya karena ini di chapter 4 masih belum ini gitu loh. Inside 2 level 5, lanjut aja lah.
Anyone offer your seat to the senior? Handle it gently.
Pansy. Plan A.
My child, here's something fun for you.
Oke. Bisa lah ini.
Take it easy.
Pansy. A mice paw.
Yap.
The show's on, hounds.
Bloody prom.
Salah ini. Benar gak? Benar.
The show's on,
Bloody
hounds.
prom. Take it easy.
Time waits for no one, even for a great one.
The ocean dried and I'm alone again. A little bit hot here.
Let's go.
Don't be so hard.
Damn.
Pansy. Plan A.
Salah ini salah. Sorry. Gue pengen serangan gue efektif walaupun mungkin nggak ini juga gitu, nggak ngaruh juga.
For only 3,000 crocodiles.
Oke.
Take it easy.
Pansy.
Handle it gently. My child, here's something fun for you. Hey.
Oke, let's go.
Don't be so hard. How dare you?
The show's on.
Bloody prom.
Handy. Time waits for no one, even for a great.
The ocean dried and I'm alone again.
Mati. Gigu. Ho.
Dare you? Bloody prom.
The show's on, hounds.
Handle it gently. The ocean dried and I'm alone again.
Selesai sih udah sama si ini. Let's go.
The show's on. Handy. Plan A. Time waits for no one, even for a great.
Gila 4 wave ini apa ya, gila banget.
3, 2, 1, down.
Gak mati. Nyebelin banget.
Take it easy. Handle it. Take it easy. A little bit hot here.
I will pray. Sorry.
I am exhausted. Almost joking.
They take off their helmet, slapping into the floor together. Their gloves are soaked in sweat. Their sweat subside into a momentary silence, looking at each other. They burst into laughter in high spirits.
I haven't had so much fun for centuries.
Ini ya jadi suara Neto lembut banget, serius. Gue kadang-kadang penasaran sama voice actornya, serius.
How many times did we die?
Tapi jujur gue masih kayak seneng dengar suaranya si Vertin di balik Soneto.
Sorry, I cannot do math now. My mind goes blank.
Who would expect the Soneto would have a brain fade?
Lydia falls backward, lying on her back, staring at the white ceiling with peaceful joy. Sonetos leaned on the wall, exhausted. It was fight of vitality. All the noise have been nagging them for days now seem to have disappeared. They are only breath, the wind, and the smell of the concerned floor.
Have you heard the result of the debate?
I heard that. The number of people opposing the draft significantly increased after the debate.
It's not going well. Soon will be the voting session. The opposition has taken the lead.
I hope Miss Druvis can hold out.
You visited them?
I submitted a request to enter that building. The system arranged guards to accompany me to ensure my safety. The moment they entered the building, they started sawing the trees, saying that they need to carve out the path. Since then, I have not been there.
4.5 weeks. After that, they can't hold on for any longer.
Really? In that case, the vote result has to come out before that.
Sonetos is deep in contemplation.
Hi, may the peace be with us.
Hello. May the peace be with us.
Do you mind giving us some privacy?
Do whatever you like.
They walk to the break room in the hallway.
Here is Madam Z's message. Please visit her in the office on Friday.
Ah, okay. Copy that. Thank you for the message.
With pleasure.
Gatel banget rambutnya, sorry. She nodded and placed her hand on her chest.
Wish you a good day.
Secretary Sharon left the room at the quick trot. When Sonata returned to her exercise equipment, she finds Lilia is about to leave the room.
Are you leaving?
Yes.
She picked up her glove and the canteen, but hesitated. She paused for a brief moment and quickly turned back to Sonata.
Do you know how the penalties for destruction of public property of the Foundation and Brawl are determined?
Huh? Well, according to measures of the Foundation for Administrative Penalties, based on the severity of the circumstances, fines will be imposed and the offender's salary shall be deducted accordingly in minor cases, while detention or expulsion shall be imposed in major cases. The penalty also depends on what is damaged. For example, production tools, household goods, buildings, equipment, and facilities, etc. These are the properties that involve less cost and limited influence if damaged. If the number of people involved in a brawl is equal to or less than 8, and there are no major casualties, the penalty will be minor. May I ask what happened? Why are you asking this all of a sudden?
Nothing. As I said, bored to death. So bored that I have been paying attention to the Foundation's regulations. Even the flying manuals failed to win this much of my attention.
She waved at her and left without looking back.
So long, Soneto. Hopefully there's good news for us next time I see you.
Ceritanya agak seru sih kesini, cuma ini agak boring part kawan-kawan, di mana Soneto sama si Lilian cuma latihan doang, apa ya gitu lah. Oke, gue cek rekaman gue dulu, nanti gue balik lagi. Oke, gue balik lagi. All or nothing, semuanya atau tidak sama sekali.
We are falling behind even further. A vote or two won't help us turn this around.
I know. The move to deny was indeed useless.
The arcanists that were on our side have defected. I misjudged the situation in the debate. I was going to seize the opportunity and the initiative.
She doesn't report to him, only packing back forth in the room.
To seize the initiative may bring us the chance.
The two X line go to across the board in horizontal and vertical direction, causing another in 361 interaction as abruptly as the stops.
That is to say, don't pull back, don't jump, even when they're attacking, but to focus on the bigger picture, to win strong positions.
She seems to have a sudden flash of insight and reach out one of her hand without being aware to do so.
Black Tsuke. Then the white hane. And the black counter hane here. The white stand. The black
Ini
Osai.
kalau di Amerika itu sebutan bukan catur Cina tapi kayak checker.
Through these moves, I see. The move to D11 can save us more than 10 Mukov stones. We can still win within 10 moves. Mark.
Yes? Are there any other things we can do?
We need an influencer. A leader who can win us more than 10 votes. Give me the file of the uncommitted leaders, including those who were neutral about this issue in the beginning.
Okay.
He seems perplexed, but still quickly retrieve the file and start browsing them on the chair. The room is in complete silence except for the slight noise of flipping page.
Bob.
No, too young to be convincing.
Noni, head of the Natural Resource Committee.
There are only 3 of them in the group.
Senator Bernard, leader of the Mankind Caucus. Forget it.
Bernard? Oh, yes. He can be your man. He is eloquent and leads a group of 11. All of the 11 are his loyal followers. Why is he uncommitted? I thought he would be the first to vote.
Perhaps they believe it's a sure bet.
Find out what he's been up to.
But, Madam Z, are you sure you want to cooperate with him? This doesn't make any sense. We don't even serve the same group.
Mark, we're all serving for the Foundation's future. I just want to know what he needs now.
The office in Chicago, US. He is trying to cover that region with his influence. Bernard believes the employees there are guilty of serious dereliction of duty. They discriminate against humans of different classes, and are suspected of committing electoral fraud in collusion with the local capitals. The Supreme Court's investigators have already intervened, but they cannot go out due to the storm right now, so the case is pending investigation.
Chicago office. I've read the reports on there.
Sorry, kayak ada nyamuk di belakang gua. Gatel banget.
Great. Exactly what we can help with.
Through what?
Through Senator. I have a meeting with her on Friday. This may lead us to a win-win situation.
Ini berapa part sih? Gue agak penasaran deh. 15 aja kayaknya belum ini. Sebenarnya gampang. Kalau mau ngelihat berapa part nanti gue tunjukin. Oke, yuk.
Anyone offer your seat to the senior?
Oke. Gua ngebaca dia duluan.
Take it easy. Good timing. Pansy. My child, here's something fun for you.
Ini tau gak kalian kenapa gue pakai karakter ini? Gue mau naikin itunya gitu loh.
Handle it gently. A little bit hot here.
A mice paw.
Penetrate.
Let's go.
Take it easy.
Pansy.
Good timing. My child, here's something fun for you.
Gak mati apa ya? Satu itu di belakang.
The reticent woods are watching you.
Salah. Gue kira ini.
Woods are watching. Good timing.
Sip.
I weave the gown with thorns. You shall repay with sacrifice of wounds. Just like the prophecies of the woods.
Oke, ini kalian kalau mau lihat ininya di mana sampai tamat berapa, kita bisa ke wildness.
The weather today.
Dari wildness ini nanti kalian bisa ngeliat berapa chapter, karena ini kayaknya gue panjang banget ngeliatinnya. Bentar, nih dari sini level up kan. Nah ini ada segini, nah ini dapat bahan ini dari 21. Oke, berarti sisanya nanti lagi kawan-kawan. 5 lagi berarti. 6 lagi, sorry.
The weather today is too normal.
Oke, ya. Satu lagi. Abis ini gue akhirin videonya.
Best wishes for the upcoming victory.
It will be the final vote soon. It's a stunning victory for us. Cheers!
Cheers! May the peace be with us.
The group is fully immersed in joy about the collective glory.
You're in a good mood.
Z.
You must be in the wrong room. You can't find those friends who tell Balderdash here.
Bernard stopped them with a work of hand. He pushed his way through the crowd and came up to her.
What brings you here, our honorable committee member?
May I have a word with you, Bernard?
Let me check my watch again. It's 3 in the afternoon. I don't think I've drunk that much. Could you repeat that again? You want me to canvass for you?
To be more precise, to form a partnership.
My, what a creative idea. What can you offer? Not supporting such a stupid draft next time? Or recruiting new arcanists for our caucus?
What about a witness for the case of Chicago office?
He suddenly frowns.
Who is it? Give me the name.
I will, if you collaborate with me. Or talk to me with a better attitude.
I'm sorry. Our philosophies have always been different, and that led to prejudice. But being mysterious won't show us sincerity for each other, right?
A staff of mine is willing to testify as a witness. Her report can prove your point.
Strong enough to prove their negligence?
It depends on the special prosecutor. But the evidence is strong enough to prove that you're innocent from setting up others out of your personal interest.
He can't help breaking into laughter.
Looks like you've got your own little bird. The management there sucks. They don't serve humans or arcanists. They're just puppets manipulated by money. I want to bring order back to that place. And I've collected quite a lot of evidence against them. Yet the most ridiculous thing happened. The second week after I submitted the investigation application to the Supreme Court, the evidence was gone. My men found their charred pieces in the garbage room. Someone threw them into the shredding incinerator. It was like I could do nothing but surrender.
You have a wolf by your ears. I understand.
Bernard takes a deep breath before he stops to talk again.
But you're asking for too much. 11 votes. We're on the opposite side. I can never persuade all of them to vote for you. Besides, the court session of the Chicago case starts later than the final vote. Don't tell me you want the service before you pay for it.
Don't worry. You can vote after testifying.
How are you gonna do that?
I will do what I can, in my power. The vote won't start so soon.
He raised one eyebrow.
I can try for 9 votes, or 10, for the appreciation of your political resourcefulness.
Madame Z held the hand waiting in front of her.
Good luck making a better Chicago office, Bernard.
To be continued pasti, ya kan? Oke. Gue akan lanjutin di lain waktu. Ini gue udah capek. Aduh, kepala gue pusing sebenarnya. Jadi ya, gue akan lanjut. Makasih ya kawan-kawan yang udah nonton. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.
Ohayo, konnichiwa, konbanwa. いつ見てるか